Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Q Nostalgia here, and today I want to talk to you guys about the NES Mini. And I have an annoying habit that I have to admit I often do here on the channel. If I see something's being covered and people are really on point with it, I won't cover it. And it's a terrible habit because people want to hear what I have to say about things. And as a content creator, I think it takes a long time to get used to that. At least people that try to stay humble. I'm still amazed that people actually want to hear what I think about shit. So it's hard for me to really grasp that. I want to try to stop doing that. I want to bring you guys coverage of things that, yeah, other people have covered it, but so what? I want to talk about it. So this whole scalping situation and the scarcity thing with Nintendo, we've seen this a million times. It's just over and over again. We see this all the time with Nintendo, and I'm pissed at Nintendo, and I'm pissed at the scalpers. But I think most of the blame really lies with Nintendo. They have this annoying fucking fascination of making things in limited quantities so that it really just drums up how much people buy them and the hype around them. It's really smart marketing wise because you get your consumer base hyped about something. Oh, it's not there, it's not there. And then when it's finally there, they buy it. And maybe they'll buy another one because they want one for their kid or they want one for somebody else or something. And they actually have people placing a higher value on these things than they really are. It's a Nintendo product. It's rare. And if you look at their games, they do the same thing with their first-party exclusives. They keep them expensive. Well, they don't make them, I shouldn't say the same thing, but it's a similar tactic. They treat their products like pure fucking gold. If you go to get a game that came out like 5 years ago, it's most likely going to be the same price as when it came out or very close. And I've noticed that only Nintendo seems to be doing this with their games. It's extremely fucking annoying and it's very obnoxious, and you can see why there are Nintendo haters out there. They do things that are fucking annoying, and I'm a Nintendo fan. I've been a Nintendo fan since the 80s with the NES. I remember playing that shit with my brother all the time, sitting on the carpet on our old-ass TV. Good times, you know, you got those nostalgic memories, and those IPs, the exclusives, mean a lot to me, especially the Legend of Zelda series. So I love Nintendo, but I'm not a fanboy of Nintendo. I can call out when they do stupid, shady shit, and this is one of those instances, folks. And I'm going to cut off the inevitable guy who's going to be in my comment section saying, well, it was production complications or this and there, whatever fucking bullshit some fanboy wants to make up. This is what Nintendo does, and for the reasons that I stated. Now, taking a look at the scalpers, these are people that are looking to make more money. Scalpers are fucking scum. They've always been scum, and there's no arguing that. People who have done this thing going way back to the concert days, and they still do it with concert tickets and shit. But I'm talking about, I mean, I think like the first real example, at least that I've noticed with scalpers, was like hearing about them like back in the 70s and 80s scalping tickets and shit. You know, somebody going to see Kiss and they couldn't get a ticket. And that one guy's got one, but it's gonna cost you $50 more. They're fucking scumbags. And now with the digital age, now that we have the internet, they have this huge fucking platform where they can put their shit up for sale. And you know, part of me is like eBay and whoever else, Amazon that they go through, whoever they go through, really should be rejecting that. And I think that they have in certain instances. To be honest with you guys, I'm not very knowledgeable on it because I haven't really studied up on how this works and how it's handled by the people that host these things, such as eBay. I'm pretty sure they do stomp on this shit. If they don't, then they should. But I think it's absolutely ridiculous. People who do it, they're fucking assholes. It's plain and simple. But this can be avoided through Nintendo, right? If Nintendo makes sure they have enough and they don't fuck everybody around, then everybody can get what they want. Everybody's happy. But no, like I said, they want to drum up that hype. They want to make it seem like it's special. Now, the Angry Video Game Nerd, if you guys don't know who he is, I'm sure most of my subscribers do. He's been around for a long time. His channel blew up way back when YouTube was first really getting off the ground. He's got a review up. Actually, Mike Matei does a review with somebody else for the NES Mini, and they're talking about how one of their friends ordered 90 of these fucking things, okay? Because he owns a video game store. He ordered 90 and he only received 2. 2 out of the pre-orders, out of the orders that he put out, he got 2 of them. So that kind of shit right there, I mean, you look at that, that's just fucking laughable, right? And they must have gotten one of the two because they're there reviewing the fucking thing. But there's people that are bouncing around looking for it everywhere, and it's just a big fucking headache. It pisses people off. And, you know, I'm not too big into retro. Like, I can fuck with retro for a little while, and then I just get irritated. It's a completely different style of gaming from a completely different era when things were very different. I've become very much accustomed to modern gaming. When I look back at the past, PS2 was my favorite all-time console. I can go back and play those games today for hours on end. Retro games, not so much. Like the original Legend of Zelda and stuff like that, I could play the shit out of that like all night long. But most of the titles, it's just, I can only play them for a little while. So I'm not huge into retro, right? So this wasn't really a big deal to me. I want one, but I'm not like, oh shit, I gotta go out and get one right now. I gotta stand in line and freeze my nuts off trying to get one of these things. It's not that much of a big deal to me, but it is to other people. And when I see people who are hyped about this, it's their chance to kind of relive it a little bit. And yes, we have ROMs and all of that shit, but some people, they want it there, you know? They want it in their living room. They want to be able to just kind of, I don't know. There's a certain demographic of people who don't just want digital. They want it there. Me personally, I want to get another NES. I haven't had one in years. I want to go out and get another NES and a bunch of games and just work from there. Really fucking expensive to do, but that's my goal. I definitely want to get back into collecting games and shit like that. But you know, I look at this thing and I can't help but think there's only 30 games on it, so you know they're going to bring out another one, right? They're going to have to. They don't even have Tetris on this thing. Tetris, folks. This is a staple in NES history. It's legendary. Not to include that is just blasphemy. So you know they're going to have another one of these things. If they don't, then I don't know what the fucking plan is to get more games onto it, because only 30 games, it's like, whoa. And from what I have read, they could fit like the entire NES library on this thing's memory like 3 times over. So there's plenty of space for it. The controller's fantastic, but it's only like 30 inches long. It's short. It's really short. And I've seen people hold it up and it doesn't even extend past the frame of the webcam. That's how stubby this thing is. I don't think most people are used to that anymore. We've got wireless and all that shit. So I think they should have maybe thought a little bit. Nintendo seems to drop the ball on things that you would think they wouldn't, like a long fucking cord. How hard is it to do that? Give people a really long cord. If you can't make a wireless, I get it. You want it to be as authentic as possible, but give it a long fucking cord at least. You know, do something like that. Put games on there, more than 30 games. How about getting games that everybody remembers and loves, like, hey, fucking Tetris. Some of the third-party stuff, I get that there's licensing issues and shit, but it is Nintendo. Come on, they're not going to lose that much on stuff like that. When you take a look at all of the Disney titles and stuff from back in the day, DuckTales is one of my personal all-time favorite games from back then. Stupid shit like Yo Noid, that was like a promotional game for Domino's. I think isn't it the Noid from Domino's? I can't remember. It's been fucking years. Cool Spot, remember that was another promotional one. That was actually on Sega Genesis. I'm starting to skip generations here. I apologize. But anyways, the point is that the thing, it's cool, but it's not very widely available. It's got a short controller, it's got a short cord for the controller, which sucks, and not very many games. So if they're going to bring another one of these things out, my question is, are they going to do this again to where you can't get one? How long are they going to be unavailable? I don't know. They might be available right now. All I know is that people have been bitching about it all day in my Twitter feed and on Facebook. So it's unfortunate. I don't like it, but it's something that Nintendo does, I guess, like I said, to just drone up hype, and I guess it helps with sales. But, you know, it's just a dick move when they know this day and age you've got scalpers and people who turn around and sell those things. Now, the only thing that I think is worse than this, than the people who scalp in Nintendo doing this, might be the people who actually buy it. If you buy this shit for $1,500, I don't care how much money you have no purchasing responsibility whatsoever, and somebody should just fucking slap you. Purchasing power is something that I don't know why people, I was going to say Americans, but I think that the entire world doesn't seem to grasp Purchasing power goes a long way, folks. Don't fucking buy a scalped NES Mini. I don't give a fuck if it's $70. I don't care. Don't do it, because you're just supporting this kind of bullshit. That's my stance on it, folks. I just wanted to put that out there. I want to hear from you guys down in the comment section right now. Let me know what you think of all of this. If you guys enjoyed this video, please remember to rate it thumbs up. And if it's your first time here and you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. I thank you all for watching, and I look forward to seeing you all in my next video.